to Dr. Noah's YouTube update, and I go through the scientific literature, which we'll talk about. But a big major study just came out. Lancet, very prestigious, top 5, medical journals, drug journals in the world like that, is the efficacy and effectiveness of influenza vaccines. A systematic review and meta-analysis. This is the holy grail of, once again, influenza vaccines and taking shots. And what's so exciting about this is that they screened over 5,707 articles and identified there was only 31 that was eligible, randomized controlled studies. And what did they find out? Well, we really started to kind of, once again, pull the curtain behind the Wizard of Oz there. Is that we were told that's why everybody has to go in and get their flu shots. There's a major a supermarket chain there. You get 10% off your food if you get a shot today. These things are all paid for by our tax dollars, once again subsidized. Billions of dollars are being made. And what did they find out? Well, they found out that you get this, there's a 60% effectiveness. Well, that in itself has kind of, had people, because up until this time they're saying, taking your flu shots is like 98% effective. That's why you have to have this for your children and for your kids and your grandmother, because it has high. Well, now it's gone from 90 down to 60. Okay, but still 60. As I've mentioned, if my daughters came home with a 60% in their grades, that would be very disappointing. In fact, you take action. If I only help 60% of my patients, I would be out of business like tomorrow. But in medicine, you get 10 or 5%. I mean, that's supposed to be like a big breakthrough, like in cancer. What the 60% is, it has to do with statistics, and this is where statistics can say anything and they can lie to you. It's between absolute and relative. So let's go back to the absolute. So in this study showing that out of 100 people, taking these shots helps 1.5 persons. That's how effective they are. Compared to the control group that were, once again, didn't take any type of 2.7 people, once again, have it. So it's between 1.5 and 2.7 out of 100 people. The statistics between 1.5 and 2.7, that's where the 60% is. So it's deceptive. It's not like 60 out of 100 people are beneficial. That's what people think of. 60%. 60% is 60 over 100. No, it's BS. That's what's called relative statistic versus absolute. So the only difference between those two particular type of people are between 1.5 people getting it and 2.5. So it's only 1.5 persons are actually benefited if you did nothing. Or the other way, as it says here, the control group, 13,095 non-vaccinated adults were monitored to see if they would cause influenza. 97%, that's where the 2.7%, 0.3% didn't get the flu anyway. They did nothing. So that's, once again, that's the fraud, that's the lying, that's the cheating to control you, to manipulate your thinking that poor, helpless me, a bug's going to come in and the government or the drug doctors are going to take care of me and be healthy and a healthy and a helpful type of approach. But now the science shows it only, once again, 1.5 out of 100 it's helped. What a joke. So waiting in line, people sweating. John was mentioning about, oh my God, if I didn't have my drugs, the end of the world would happen. Being vaccinated, once again, now has been shown, once again, what a joke. If you had any other industry was only able to help 1.5 out of 100. Every time you took an airplane, only 1.5 of the air flights made it. The other, once again, crashed. You'd be going nuts. If I, in my profession, only helped 1.5 out of 100, I'd be out of business. A car mechanic, anybody. But that's supposed to be space age type of, medical type of care, that helping people survive through these terrible type of bugs. And we've talked about all the different problems with the vaccines in itself. So that just came out. So learn, knowledge is power. Thank you.